Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. Brandon Bam Bam Rios versus Canelo's brother, Ramon Alvarez. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Want to get my post-fight thoughts. Bam Bam Brandon Rios defeats Canelo's brother, Ramon Alvarez, via ninth round stoppage. Referee stopped it. Wow. What did I just watch right now? That was a complete and utter war. That shit was crazy. You know, definitely the best fight on the card so far. I'm almost speechless, and this don't happen often. You know, somebody needs to call Abel Sanchez. He comes up with quote unquote Mexican style. If you're going to say anything is Mexican style and define it, I don't believe in Mexican style, but that was closer to what Abel Sanchez says about Gennady Golovkin. I've never seen Golovkin in that type of fight. Like when somebody's I mean, this shit was crazy. Alvarez, I guess Canelo's whole family got chins, you know, because he never even went down in this particular fight. Congrats to Brandon Rios. He secured a victory coming off a Danny Garcia loss. This was at a catch weight. You know, I had a lot of questions in this particular fight. One, I was wondering how Rios would do stamina-wise in the second half, because he was throwing a lot of punches. They both were, but the relentless pressure of Rios was too much. I think Alvarez was doing some good work, and he was holding his own, but he was on the ropes too much for my liking, and he's not like Canelo in the sense of he shouldn't have been on the ropes as much. He's not as swift and defensively sound. And there were some shots that Ramon was getting hit with, and it looked like, I'm talking about early in the fight, it looked like the one-hitter quitters where people are starched and then they just fall over, and he was just eating them. This was crazy. You know, I'm talking about well before the stoppage, he was getting hit with some big shit, and it led me to believe, I'm like, is his chin this good? Or does Rios, has he lost some confidence and his punches aren't, you know, because sometimes fighters, when they take losses, like the Pacquiao loss and the recent Danny Garcia loss, I think that was in March earlier this year, with a knockout loss to Danny Garcia. I'm like, maybe that, you know, maybe he's not as authoritative with his punching, or maybe it's not his ideal weight because they fought over 150, so maybe he didn't carry his power all the way up. But I think it might have been a combination of variety of things. But this was a phone booth throwback type of war, you know, back when guys used to fight unlimited rounds type of shit. This was, you know, a brutal fight. But I tweeted this early on that this is how Brandon Rios fights in general. So I think Alvarez made some mistakes. Well, he was on the ropes way too much. You know, Canelo was able to get away with it versus a big puncher in Gennady Golovkin, but Rios was throwing all types of relentless shots and hooks and overhand. You know, it just wasn't a good spot, and he was kind of straight up with it, and he was getting hit with some big shots, but he was firing back, you know. But I think over time, the pressure, constant, round after round after round, it's just like, god damn. So you knew it was a matter of time. And the end was near round 8. Ramon Alvarez, towards the very end, like let's say the last 25 seconds of the round, Rios caught him with the shot that clipped him. He was clearly buckled, more so than he had been previously in the fight, and he's staggering on the ropes, and it looked like the ropes were kind of keeping him up. It was looking ugly, and the ref came dangerously close to stopping the fight. However, you know, since it was so close to the end of round 8, and Alvarez had before shown to be a warrior, guerrero, he decided to allow him to continue. But before they started round 9, he let him know, he said, you got to show me something. You got to show me something this next round, because, you know, I didn't like what I seen. And then Rios just back on it with the pressure. You know, this was a real good win for Rios. He got the stoppage in round 9. I mean, this shit was crazy. We've been getting some good fights. You know, Maurice Hooker versus Alex Acedo was a good fight. Then the next day we're having this. You know, this was a pleasant surprise. I didn't know really what to expect with Rios coming off a loss, but you know, Rios could be in some good fights. I would like to see Brandon Rios possibly fight maybe Omar Figueroa versus John Molina Jr. winner. I think that's an option for him. If Victor Ortiz doesn't get in trouble with the law, you know, finally have Rios versus Victor Ortiz. There's some different options out there, you know, but obviously Victor Ortiz has to come back correct and figure out what's up, because he's being accused of some pretty serious things at this moment. But this is good fights. I mean, you know, you could call me crazy. I think even Amir Khan, they're both with DAZN and Matchroom and Eddie Hearns and stuff. I think Amir Khan versus Brandon Rios would be a good fight, because we know Khan is much faster and he is the superior boxer. But the thing with Khan fights, why they're exciting, is because people don't know if they can rely on his chin, you know. And Rios, you know, he just stopped somebody at 151, I think was the catch weight. So at this point, if Samuel Vargas can put Khan in a tough fight and knock him down, I really wouldn't mind if they can't get the Kell Brook fight, Amir Khan versus Brandon Rios, just to be honest. Because I really don't see at this moment Amir Khan, if he doesn't fight Kell Brook, I don't see him fighting Keith One-Time Thurman, Errol Spence, you know, Pacquiao. I don't think those would be good for him right now. I think he needs to build his confidence coming off the Canelo knockout. But Raymond Alvarez, he was in there. It was a phone booth fight, but he made, I don't know why he was on the rope so much. I didn't like to see that, you know. But this was an outright, non-stop, frenetic pace and a total war, you know, from like round after round after round, you know. This is like Juan Manuel Marquez's brother versus Vasquez. Like, it is like a war like that. You know, it put me in the mindset of vintage Rios when he was fighting Mike Alvarado in the first fight and the second fight and stuff like that. You know, this was just a battle of attrition and, you know, who's gonna let their nuts hang. Fun fight. I'm gonna watch the rest of the card. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts and comments on this fight in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego, signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.